What if I told you there's a place on Earth where compasses spin wildly, and hundreds have vanished without a trace? From islands littered with venomous snakes, to forests where people go in and never come out. Our planet hides locations that will make your blood run cold. Stick around, because number 1 is a place so terrifying that even scientists refuse to enter without military protection. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling us which scary place you'd never visit, no matter how much someone paid you. Imagine stepping onto an island where every square meter contains up to 5 deadly snakes. Welcome to Ilha da Queimada Grande, better known as Snake Island, located 90 miles off the coast of Sao Paulo, Brazil. This 110-acre island is home to the golden lancehead viper, one of the most venomous snakes on the planet. Their venom is so potent, it can kill a human in under an hour, causing necrosis that literally melts flesh from bone. With an estimated population of 4,000 vipers, that's roughly one snake for every 120 square feet. Imagine a snake in every corner of your bedroom. The Brazilian government has banned all civilian visits, and the only people allowed are researchers with special permits. Local legends claim the last lighthouse keeper and his entire family were killed trying to escape the island in the 1920s. At the base of Mount Fuji lies a forest so quiet, so dense, that sound itself seems to die among the trees. Aokigahara, known as the Suicide Forest, spans 14 square miles of twisted trees growing from hardened lava rock. The volcanic rock contains high iron concentrations that interfere with compasses and GPS devices, making navigation nearly impossible. Since the 1950s, over 500 people have taken their lives here, with authorities finding an average of 30 bodies every year. The forest floor is so dense with moss and vegetation that it muffles all sound. You can stand 50 feet from a busy trail and hear absolutely nothing. Workers conduct annual searches, marking their paths with tape to avoid getting lost themselves. You'll find abandoned tents, personal belongings, and signs urging visitors to reconsider. The silence is so oppressive that visitors report feeling watched and experiencing intense psychological pressure within minutes of entering. Picture standing in a place that looks like another planet, where the ground itself is toxic and temperatures reach a scorching 145 degrees Fahrenheit. The Danakil Depression in Ethiopia sits 410 feet below sea level, making it one of the lowest and hottest places on Earth. This alien landscape features bubbling lava lakes, neon yellow sulfur fields, and acid pools with pH levels below 1, strong enough to dissolve metal. The air is thick with toxic gases, including chlorine and sulfur dioxide, that can permanently damage your lungs with prolonged exposure. What makes it truly terrifying is the Erta Ale volcano, which has been erupting continuously since 1967, creating a permanent lava lake that glows red at night. The ground temperature can reach 160 degrees, hot enough to melt shoe rubber. Only the Afar people have adapted to live here, and even they avoid certain areas considered too dangerous for human survival. Just a short boat ride from Venice sits an island so haunted that locals refuse to go near it, even in daylight. Poveglia Island served as a quarantine station during the Black Plague in 1348, where over 160,000 plague victims were sent to die. Their bodies were burned in massive pits that still scar the landscape today. In 1922, a mental hospital opened on the island, where a doctor allegedly performed crude lobotomies and experiments on patients, using hammers and chisels. Legend says he was driven mad by ghostly voices and threw himself from the hospital's bell tower. The bell itself was removed in the 1950s, yet visitors still report hearing phantom chimes echoing across the water. The island covers just 17 acres, but soil samples show it contains more human ash than actual Earth. Some estimates suggest 50% of the island's composition is human remains. The Italian government auctioned it in 2014, but the winner abandoned their lease, claiming the place was impossible to develop due to unexplained phenomena. They don't call it Death Road for nothing. The north youngest road in Bolivia is a 43-mile stretch carved into cliff faces that rise 15,260 feet above sea level, with a single lane barely 10 feet wide. There are no guardrails, just a sheer drop of up to 2,000 feet straight down into the Amazon rainforest below. Before 2006, an estimated 200 to 300 people died here annually. That's almost one death every single day. The road is so narrow that when vehicles meet, one must back up to a wider section, often while hanging over the abyss. Fog, rain, and mudslides are constant threats, reducing visibility to zero within seconds. Wooden crosses line the route, marking spots where vehicles plunged over the edge. What makes it scarier is that trucks still use this route daily, because it cuts travel time by hours. Many of the vehicles you'll encounter have no insurance, faulty brakes, and drivers who've been awake for 20+ hours straight. Imagine walking into a cave where the floor moves beneath your feet, and the air is so thick with ammonia that your eyes burn and your lungs scream for relief. The Gomantong Caves in Sabah, Malaysia, stretch for miles underground, with chambers reaching heights of 300 feet, taller than the Statue of Liberty. But what makes this place nightmarish isn't the size, it's what lives there. The cave floor is covered in a writhing carpet of cockroaches, centipedes, scorpions, and rats, all feeding on bat guano that piles up to 3 feet deep in places. We're talking about millions of insects, creating a living, moving floor. The ammonia from decomposing guano reaches levels that can cause respiratory failure without proper protection. Workers who harvest bird nests here for soup must wear gas masks and can only work in short bursts before the fumes overwhelm them. Massive pythons hunt in the darkness, and you can hear the ceiling alive with millions of bats and swiftlets whose droppings rain down constantly. On April 26, 1986, Reactor 4 at Chernobyl exploded, releasing 400 times more radiation than the Hiroshima bomb. Today, the 1,000 square mile exclusion zone remains one of the most contaminated places on Earth. In the Red Forest, trees turned bright ginger before dying, and radiation levels still measure 10 to 100 roentgens per hour, a lethal dose in just 5 hours of exposure. The most terrifying spot is the Elephant's Foot, a mass of corium in the reactor basement so radioactive that 300 seconds of exposure is fatal. Even photographs of it in 1996 show grain damage from the radiation. Pripyat, the abandoned city, is frozen in time, with amusement park rides that never opened, classrooms with lessons still on chalkboards, and dolls scattered across daycare floors. Radiation hotspots appear randomly. You could walk through a safe area, and suddenly your dosimeter screams as you step on a piece of graphite from the reactor core. Wild animals have returned, but many show mutations, extra limbs, albinism, and tumors the size of basketballs. Underneath the streets of Centralia burns a fire that has been raging since 1962, and it won't stop for another 250 years. What started as a routine trash burn in an abandoned mine ignited a coal seam containing enough fuel to burn for centuries. The town's population dropped from over 1,000 to just 5 residents today. Sinkholes open without warning, some releasing carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide at levels that cause instant unconsciousness. The ground temperature reaches 900 degrees Fahrenheit in spots, hot enough to ignite your clothing. Steam and toxic smoke pour from cracks in the earth, creating an apocalyptic landscape that inspired the Silent Hill horror franchise. Route 61, the main highway, is now covered in graffiti and split by massive fissures where the road literally collapsed into the burning mines below. Thermographic cameras show the fire has spread across 400 acres underground, with no way to extinguish it. In 1981, a 12-year-old boy nearly died when a sinkhole opened beneath him, dropping him into a 150-foot pit filled with carbon monoxide before his cousin pulled him out. Lake Natron looks beautiful from a distance, with its striking red and pink waters that seem almost inviting. But this is a lake that turns animals into stone. With a pH level between 9 and 10.5, it's almost as alkaline as ammonia, and water temperatures reach 140 degrees Fahrenheit due to volcanic activity beneath. The lake's high concentration of natron, a naturally occurring sodium carbonate compound, calcifies any creature that dies in its waters, preserving them as eerie statues. Photographer Nick Brandt documented birds, bats, and other animals perfectly preserved on the shore, looking like stone sculptures frozen in time. The lake spans 35 miles long and releases toxic vapors that burn your eyes and throat from hundreds of feet away. Despite the danger, lesser flamingos breed here. It's one of the few places on Earth where they can, because the caustic water protects their nests from predators. If you fell in, the water would start chemically burning your skin within seconds, and if you swallowed any, it would cause severe internal burns and organ damage almost immediately. The scariest place on Earth isn't Snake Island or Chernobyl. It's North Sentinel Island in the Indian Ocean, home to the world's last uncontacted tribe that violently rejects all outside contact. This 23 square mile island is completely off limits, surrounded by a 3-mile exclusion zone enforced by the Indian Navy. The Sentinelese have lived in complete isolation for an estimated 60,000 years and attack anyone who approaches with bows, arrows, and spears. In 2006, 2 fishermen who drifted too close were killed immediately. Their bodies never recovered. In 2018, an American missionary was shot with arrows the moment he stepped on the beach, and his body dragged away. What makes this truly terrifying is that we know almost nothing about the island or its people. Helicopter surveys are met with arrows, and the tribe has shown no interest in peaceful contact, despite decades of attempts. They likely have no immunity to common diseases, meaning any contact could wipe them out. But their hostility makes them simultaneously vulnerable and deadly. The Indian government has declared it illegal to approach within 3 miles, making this the only place on Earth where humans are forbidden by law, and where death is virtually guaranteed if you break that law. Here's a chilling bonus fact. Scientists estimate there are over 50 uncontacted tribes worldwide, and we have no idea what terrifying rituals or dangers exist in their territories. Some of the scariest places on Earth aren't natural disasters or toxic wastelands. They're simply places where humans have decided you're not welcome. If you survived this countdown, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. Would you rather spend 24 hours in Centralia's burning underground or swim across Lake Natron? Let's see who's got the guts to choose. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.